So, dear students, as I told you that today we are going to study a very important topic, that is infinitive and gerund. And this topic is going to help you in many ways. There are multiple questions that have been asked from this particular topic, infinitive and gerund. And this is not only important but also very interesting topic because because uh, there is a lot of confusion in the uses of these two things, infinitive and gerund. And infinitive and gerunds are the parts of non-finite verbs. Okay, non-finite verbs. Infinitive and gerunds are the parts of non-finite verb. Basically, a non-finite verb has three types. One is infinitive, second is gerund, and third type of non-finite verb is participle. So that is a whole different topic. In some other class we'll study it, but today the topic is infinitive and gerund. Okay, so now the question is, what is infinitive and what is a gerund? What is infinitive? What is infinitive? When I ask this question, that what is infinitive, students usually answer that 2 plus first form of verb is infinitive. For many students, 2 plus V1 is infinitive. 2 plus V1 is infinitive. But this is wrong. If I ask you, or if someone asks you that what is infinitive, you should never answer that 2 plus first form of verb is infinitive. Because infinitive does not necessarily involve two. Okay, infinitive does not necessarily involve two. Basically, infinitive is first form of verb. Infinitive is first form of verb which is placed after another verb. Okay, so when this term infinitive comes in front of you, you say that 2 plus first form of verb is infinitive, but it is not true. Infinitive does not include 2. It is necessarily not there. Okay, so what is infinitive then? Infinitive is first form of verb which is placed after another verb. It may or may not have 2 with it, right? So infinitive is first form of verb which is placed after another verb or helping verb. Modal verb, sorry, or modal verb. So if I write, I can play cricket. I want to play cricket. So as you can see, here we have play and here we have to play, and both are infinitives. In this sentence, the word play is an infinitive, and in the second sentence, the phrase to play is also an infinitive. So in this sentence, only the word play is infinitive, but in this sentence, the word play is not infinitive, the phrase to play is infinitive. Here, to and play combinedly are infinitive, but here only play is infinitive. So as you can see, an infinitive does not necessarily involve 2 with it. Okay, a first form is infinitive. It can be used with 2 or without. So these are this is another categorization of infinitive. Okay, so infinitive is first form of verb which is placed after another verb. Now, infinitives are of 3 types, right? Infinitives are of 3 types. First is bare infinitive. Now what is bare infinitive? Infinitive without 2. The infinitive which is without 2 is called bare infinitive. Okay, infinitive without 2 is bare infinitive. For example, if I write, I saw him go. I saw him go. So here, here, go is infinitive. Go is infinitive, and since it is without to, it is called bare infinitive. So go is infinitive, but it is without to, so it is bare infinitive. The second type of infinitive is full infinitive. Second type of infinitive is full infinitive. Now what is full infinitive? So infinitive with to. Infinitive with to is full infinitive. If I write, I want to go, here to go is infinitive. Here to go is infinitive. Since it is with to, go is not alone here. It has been used with to. It is full infinitive. It is full infinitive. Okay. So bare infinitive is infinitive without to. Now you should know that infinitive is not to plus first form. Infinitive is just first form which is placed after another verb. So in this sentence, go is infinitive. Since it has been used without to, it is bare infinitive. And in the second sentence, I want to go is infinitive. And since here go has been used with to, it is full infinitive. Okay. The third type of infinitive is perfect infinitive. Perfect infinitive. Now what is perfect infinitive? Perfect infinitive is to have plus third form. So whenever you use to have plus third form, it is perfect infinitive, right? So there are three types of infinitive. Bare infinitive, which is infinitive without to. Second one is full infinitive, which is infinitive with to. And third one is perfect infinitive, which is to have plus third form. Now we'll see the uses of all three infinitives. Where do we use bare infinitive? Where can't we use bare infinitive? Where do we use full infinitive? Where can't we use full infinitive? So these are some questions that are still in our mind. So we'll start with bare infinitive. So a lot of questions have been asked in past, like in previous years, from bare infinitive. This is the most important part. Okay, in this topic, bare infinitive and gerunds, if something is very, very important, it is bare infinitive, because questions have continuously been asked. So this is very important. Some students might be thinking about this example that I have written, I have seen him go. Some students might be thinking, is this correct? I saw him going, or I saw him to go, must have been there, but sir has written I saw him go. So is this correct? So this is absolutely correct. Now when I'll teach you the uses of bare infinitive, you will come to know that this sentence is absolutely correct. So let's start. First heading is uses of bare infinitive. Uses of bare infinitive. See, as far as bare infinitive is concerned, you do not need to, memorize thousands of words. There are very limited number of words where we use bare infinitive. A few conditions, a few combinations where bare infinitive is used. Okay, so first point. After see, feel, hear. After see, feel, hear, we use bare infinitive. So these are the verbs where we use bare infinitive. For example, I could not hear him sing. I could not hear him sing. So here we have a main verb here, and after here we have used sing. If it were to sing, it would have been wrong. Okay, if it were to sing, it would have been wrong. So to sing cannot be here. So I could not hear him sing. This sentence means that when he was singing, I could not hear it. Maybe I was far from him, or maybe I was not paying attention, whatever the reason may be. But when he was singing, while he was singing, I was not listening. I could not hear it. Okay, so these are the three verbs which are always followed by bare infinitive. Okay, I just told you the example. One more example, if you want to see. They did not see the boy cry. They did not see the boy cry. So here the main verb is see and followed by bare infinitive. If it were to cry, it would be wrong. Okay, so these verbs are followed by bare infinitive. Okay, now the second thing, watch, help, make. Watch, help, make, and let. These verbs are also followed by bare infinitive. But help can also be followed by full infinitive. Okay, help is followed by both. Full infinitive as well as bare infinitive. Okay, so help is followed by both. So these are the verbs which are always followed by first form of verb, that is bare infinitive. And as far as make is concerned, so you should remember, if there is be made, it is followed by to plus be1. Okay, make is followed by bare infinitive. But if make is used in passive voice, it is followed by to plus be1, that is full infinitive. So there are two conditions with make. If it is active, it is followed by bare infinitive, and if it is passive, it is followed by full infinitive. Okay, for example, I help Ravi fill the form, and I help Ravi to fill the. So here help is followed by bare infinitive, and here help is followed by full infinitive, and both the sentences are absolutely correct because help is followed by both bare infinitive and full infinitive. Okay, so here both the sentences are absolutely correct. One more example you can see. I made him dance, and I was made to dance. As you can see that here make is used in active voice, so it is followed by bare infinitive, but here made is in passive voice. Okay, how do we know that here make is passive voice? Whenever a third form is used with be verb, that is am, are, was verb, it is considered passive. So here made is with be verb, so it is passive. So after passive we have used full infinitive. So watch, help, make, let. These verbs are followed by bare infinitive, and there are some additional rules also, that make is followed by 2 plus V1 when it is used in passive voice. Okay. Besides this, third rule. When a sentence starts with why or why not, they are followed by bare infinitive. So whenever a sentence starts with why or why not, they are followed by bare infinitive. For example, if someone says, do not go there. This is something someone said to me. Don't go there. So I countered. When someone said, don't go there, I countered. I replied, why not go there? Someone said, do not go there. I said, why not go there? So here, why not is always followed by bare infinitive. Okay. Now, check this sentence. Why to open the box if it is empty? Now, this is a very important question. It may sound correct. It may sound grammatically correct. And people often use this sentence while speaking English. Why to open the box if it is empty? Why to open the box if it is empty? There is no need of opening a box if nothing is there, right? So why to open the box if it is empty? So here, this may sound correct, but it is actually wrong, because when a sentence starts with WH word followed by a verb, we have to use bare infinitive. We cannot use to here. So why open the box if it is empty would be the correct answer. So when a sentence starts with why or why not, they are followed by bare infinitive and not full infinitive. As you can see here, why not is followed by bare infinitive, and here also when we wrote to, it is absolutely wrong and it has to be removed. Okay. Let's see the next rule of bare infinitive. Phrases like would rather, would better, had rather, had better. Phrases like would rather, would better, had rather, had better are always followed by bare infinitive. Okay. Phrases like had rather, had better, would rather, would better, these phrases are always followed by bare infinitive. Now, students often ask me, sir, that what is the meaning of these phrases? So these phrases have a similar meaning. All these phrases means should. Means whenever we advise someone, we use should. And to advise someone in place of should, these phrases can also be used. But what is the confusion? The confusion is here we have had, and normally in past perfect tense had is followed by third form. So when when we see any sentence, I had better sent you back. When we see such sentences, we think these are absolutely correct. These are grammatically correct because we have had, and had is generally followed by third form of verb. So here we have third form of verb. So we think this is a past perfect sentence, had followed by third form. But actually this is not past perfect tense because had is not alone here. Had is paired with better. In the sentence, had is paired with better, and had and better together becomes should, and we all know that should is followed by first form. So if there were had alone in the sentence, would be used in the sentence. Okay, but had better means should, and it is followed by bare infinitive. So bare infinitive is first form of verb. So here sent, use of sent is galat. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely, गलती की कोई गुंजाइश वाला गलत. कोई गलती की गुंजाइश नहीं. So here we have to use in place of sent you have to use send. In place of sent you have to use send, right? So there should be no galti ki gunjaish in using this, right? If you have any doubt, ask me. Yes, Sakshi, I had better send you back and I had sent you back. There's a difference between these two sentences. I had better send you back. This is present, not past. And I had sent you back. This is past perfect. Okay. One more important rule. Subject plus have plus object. Okay. And subject plus will not have plus object. Subject plus have plus object, subject plus will not plus will have plus object, and subject plus will not have plus object. Now try to understand the difference between have and will have. If a subject is followed by have plus object, it generally takes a bare infinitive. Okay. And if a subject is followed by will have plus object, it also takes a bare infinitive. But the negative version of this one, subject plus will have, if we use will not have in place of will have, like negative version of this, it is not followed by first form of verb, it is followed by a gerund. So subject followed by have plus object takes bare infinitive. Subject followed by will have plus object also takes bare infinitive. But if there is the negative version of will have, that is won't have, in place of will not, we can also write won't. It is followed by gerund and not a bare infinitive. For example, I have him call the police. Or it may be in past too. I had him call the police. So whether it is present or past, you have to use bare infinitive. I have him call the police and I had him call the police. So whether it is present means have or past means had, we have to use bare infinitive. If it is future too, you see, this is present, this is past, and this is future. So if it is future too, you have to use I will have him call the police. So as you can see, have him is present, had him is past, and will have him is future. So whether it is present, past, or future, you have to use bare infinitive. But the condition changes when it is negative. So with negative version, I will not have, we cannot use bare infinitive, we have to use gerund. So if I write, I will not have him call the police. So with have, call is right, had, call, that is first form is right, will have, first form is right, but with will not have, you cannot use bare infinitive. So here in place of call, you will have to use calling. You will have to use calling. Okay? See, Sakshi, Survanshi, you asking why do we use gerund with negative? See, when we use it in positive, it is kind of order. Like I will have him call the police. That means I want him to call the police. Okay, it's a kind of order that I am saying it to someone that call the police. So it is order. And to order someone, we use first form of verb. But when I say I will not have him call, that means I am not giving any order. If I am not giving any order, it means he will not call. And if he will not call, first form of verb will not be used there. That's why we use gerund form with negative. Okay? Now the last point in bare infinitive. Do nothing plus but or except. If there is do nothing followed by but or except, it is followed by bare infinitive. Example, I do nothing but cry. I did nothing but cried. Now tell me, which sentence is wrong? Out of these two sentences, which sentence is wrong? Tell me. I do nothing but cry. I did nothing but cried. Which sentence is wrong? Out of these two sentences, which sentence is wrong? Sakshi, you said one is wrong. Why, Sakshi? Why sentence one is wrong? Please. Please make it clear, Sakshi. why the first sentence is wrong? Remember one thing. Remember one thing, that this is something very important that I am telling you. Remember one thing, that infinitive has nothing to do with the tense of a sentence. This is something that you have to keep in mind. Infinitive has nothing to do with the tense. Infinitive does not represent tense. Infinitives have separate rules. Okay? Infinitives are just like any other word that has nothing to do with the tense. So here cry is infinitive. Here cry is infinitive. It has nothing to do with the tense. Infinitive is just infinitive. Infinitive is first form of verb and it has nothing to do with the tense. So whether the sentence is present or it is past, whether the sentence is present or it is past, it does not affect the form of infinitive, because infinitive has nothing to do with tense. It cannot be changed according to the tense of the main clause. Infinitive always, because second form of verb is not infinitive. What is infinitive? Infinitive is just the first form of verb. It may be used with to or it may be used without to, but it always remains the first form. It has nothing to do with the tense. So whether the sentence is present or past, infinitive always remains in the first form. So cry here is right, but cried here is wrong. In place of cried, you have to write cried. Students often think that if this sentence is in past, the word here would be cried, because a past verb is followed by a past verb. A second form is followed by a second form. But this word cry or cried is not verb. These are infinitives, and infinitives are always in first form whether the sentence is present or the sentence is past. The sentence being present or past does not affect the form of infinitive. So here first sentence is right, but second one is wrong. In place of cried, you have to write cry. Okay? Am I clear enough? Did you get the point? Okay. Now there are some sentences. Try to solve them. Question 1. Why did you make me to feel embarrassed? Question number 2. Why not open up on the issue of domestic violence? Question number 3. They would better be called here. Question number 4. I watched the snake to crawl into my room. And question number 5. Will you be let to roam? To roam. Roam means wander. Okay. Moving here and there without any purpose. Wander. So these are 5 sentences. Answer all these. Is there error in any of these 5 sentences? Sakshi, you are my student. So, review your answers again. Okay, so let's check all the 5 sentences. Will you make me? Why did you make me? So here we have make inactive. It should not be followed by to. So here use of to is wrong. In the second sentence, why not, and why are always followed by bare infinitive. So here bare infinitive has been used. So this sentence is absolutely correct. Okay, now the third sentence. They would be up. They would better. Now, would better is always followed by V1. Would better is always followed by B1. So what is this? Is this not first form of verb? We know that would better is followed by V1. So what is this? Is this not V1? This is V1. So the condition that would better should always be followed by bare infinitive, that is first form of verb. So the first form of verb is there. Would better is followed by V1 and V1 is there. So this is absolutely correct. Now no need to change this called, because we all know that B is always followed by third form. B is followed by third form. So B is followed by third form. It is also absolutely correct. There should be no two bare infinitives after would better. Okay, would better requires a first form of verb, and first form of verb is already there. Be is the first form. So would be is absolutely correct. And after be, we have written a third form, because after be, third form has to be used to make the sentence passive. So here, if you change it in call, it would be wrong. Okay. Now, I watched the snake to crawl. Now, watch is always followed by V1. So here the use of to is wrong. And will you let is always followed by V1. So here also to is wrong. Hope you got the answer. Okay. Now, these were the uses of bare infinitive. In the next class, we will study uses of full infinitive, that is 2 plus V1, and uses of gerund, which is ing, differences between the two. Okay, so first, in the next class, first we'll see the uses of full infinitive. Second thing, we'll see uses of gerund, that is ing. And third thing, we'll see differences between the two. Differences between uses of full infinitive and gerund. And difference between full infinitive, that is 2 plus first form, and 4 plus ing. So this would be our agenda for the next class. Okay, in the next class we'll study these 4 points: uses of full infinitive, uses of gerund, difference between the two, and difference between full infinitive and 4 plus ing. Okay, so this much for today. See you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.